Be there any minute now, lady.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Bill, wake up. I want to ask you just one question.
Yes, sir.
Do you love me enough to marry me?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Mm-mm. Bill? Bill, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you poor, trusting idiot.
Yes, sir. Well?
Would you tell me the time?
The time? It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, sir. Come on, Bill. I'm going to take you home.
Yes, sir. On the way back to New York, my head began to clear a little, and Susan told me what had taken place. My first reaction was one of relief. And frankly, later, I was sorry she hadn't taken advantage of me. 16 standard steel twin-screw cruisers.
Very interesting. And I want to thank you, gentlemen. And I feel with the aid of this very informative discussion, I shall be able to carry out my program with a maximum of efficiency. And I promise you there'll be no bottlenecks. Oh, Susan and I are leaving on the midnight plane. We'll be married at my mother's home in Pasadena. Each one of you will receive an invitation, but I can hardly hope to have you with us.
Well, maybe we can get together on your silver anniversary.
Well, I'd better be running along.
Yeah,
me too, Mike.
Good night, gentlemen.
Sorry.
We'll all ride down together.
Didn't you forget a bag?
Oh, no. The bags are already at the airport. Thank you. Tell Miss Darrell I'm here, please.
I'm sorry she isn't in.
She isn't in. Where is she?
Hello, Nancy. I want to see Miss Darrell.
She isn't in.
Who says she's not in?
She does.
Where's Susan?
She just telephoned. She'll be here in a few minutes.
Oh, where'd she phone from?
From the Oakleys. She finally decided to go to their dinner party.
Oh.
Now, see here, gentlemen. Don't you think this behavior is rather strange? After all, Miss Darrell and I are engaged to be married.
This place is busier than a meat market.
Susan,
darling.
Oh, what is this, a family reunion?
I'm afraid it was my fault, dear. You see, I asked your other... I was disturbed about them.
So he invited us to dinner, to pump us about you.
Well, I wanted to find out where they were wrong so that I wouldn't make the same mistake. You understand?
Well, original anyway. I'm glad you're all so palsy-walsy. Are you going to be bridesmaids?
Oh, Susan, honey, I've misjudged you. Won't you give me another try?
Why, Mike, you're proposing.
Yeah, and I'm proposing, too.
Oh, not you, Bill.
Oh, yes, dear. I've discovered that you're worth more than all my theories.
Well, I'm doing all right. I hope you realize how much these little things mean to a woman of my age.
Give them their answer quickly, Susan. We have to hurry to catch the plane.
Yes. Well, Mike, darling. No.
I see.
And Bill? Goodbye, Bill.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. The answer is no to you, too, but I want you to know how flattered I am. Well, I guess I was nominated unanimously. Only there seems to be a delegate missing.
From what he told us of some of your battles, you can hardly expect him to come running with his heart in his hand.
No, I guess it couldn't, could I?
Dear, I hate to rush you, but the plane leaves at midnight.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. And goodbye.
Bye. Yes. Yes, goodbye.
What am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do now?
Well, tell him you can't marry him like you told the others.
Yes, but he thinks that... Hey! What are you doing here?
Sorry, but I had a hunch the living room was going to be a bit crowded.
Well, what do you want?
I want to talk to you.
About another play, I suppose.
Well, yes, I thought we could go up to Uncle Jimmy's island and rehearse like we did that very first time. And we could be married in Providence on the way up there.
What makes you think I'd ever marry you again?
Because you still love me.
What about Mike and Bill and...
And the stuffed shirt? Well, that was just a phase of your development. The trouble with you was you never kissed the mailman.
What's that got to do with it?
It's got a great deal to do with it. Marriage is for adults. The girl I married was only a child. An adorable child, but nevertheless a child. I was impatient. I didn't work hard enough at being married. It's all my fault.
I've waited a long time to hear you say that, Roger.
No? What do you say?
I wouldn't marry you if you were the last man on earth. Come in.
Susan, you'll have to hurry. What goes on here? Everywhere I go in this house, men are crawling out of the woodwork. Come on, Susan.
Richard, I think there's something you ought to know. We couldn't make a go of it.
I was afraid of that, but I was hoping you wouldn't find out. Mother will be terribly disappointed.
Goodbye, Richard.
Goodbye, Susan.
Well, that settles that. Now I got to unpack these bags.
Well, why?
Well, you can't go up to Uncle Jimmy's island dressed as though you were going to Washington. Get those blue jeans and that little checkered shirt you used to wear. That,
Well, I must have packed those things by mistake. I certainly had no intention of going to the island.
What a woman. From now on, my life's going to be miserable.
It's good to be in your arms again. Makes me wonder.
Why you ever left me?
No, about the mailman.